Hi everyone, Velvet here, and I have some stories for you today. But before we get started, can you please do me a huge favor and like, comment, and subscribe? It'll really help the channel out, and it'll get you more videos like this every day. Let's get started. Before we get started, this one is the follow-up to the one where the guy got rejected by the girl way back when, but now that he's doing better, she wants him. So let's get to it. And it's from TA Confused Bro. Hi everyone. Thank you to everyone who commented on my first post. This will be my last. Some of you got very angry very quickly, and I wanted to clear multiple things up before telling you how it went last night. I try not to attribute behavior to malice if there's a possibility that it can be attributed to incompetence. I think the world would be a better place if we tried to do that a bit more, and be a bit less antagonistic. Sorry man, that's a nice way to think, but I disagree with that crap. People, yeah, there are good people out there, but there are a lot of bad out there, and that was her honest reaction when you first asked her out, for her to laugh in your face like that. But back to it. I know I would appreciate the benefit of the doubt, and when I do something wrong, I try to do the same thing with Nat and her friends. Honestly, I'm glad I did. Nat has been in the periphery of my life for a long time. We weren't even really that close. But being from the same town, you get the general idea of who a person is over time. I was shocked at her behavior because I thought it was unlike her. Her friends reaching out to me surprised me and had me feeling anxious because I'm honestly not used to that much social attention at all, once. The tone and the context of the attention notwithstanding. These are not inherently bad people. I believe they are generally good people who are behaving poorly. Again, I disagree. Anyway, what you all really want to know. I met Nat for coffee. Well, tea at a local coffee shop last night. She showed up late after I did. Okay, she showed up late, and said it was because some childcare stuff she had to take care of. It turned out her son's father is very much in their lives, but just as a co-parent. The reason she's single is because co-parents is really all they can be together. They don't work well as a couple at all. But from Nat's own admission, her son's father is a very good dad, dedicated, caring, and supportive. I said to Nat that these last couple weeks were very stressful for me because of her friends contacting me about her, and that I'm sorry she was offended or hurt by me saying no. But I'm not sorry for saying no. You shouldn't have to. I'm glad you didn't apologize, but who cares if she got offended? People turn people down all the time. I've been turned down multiple times, and I don't get to go, oh, let's talk about it. Nah. And her friends, OP, remember, she sicked them on you. Don't let her think she's not innocent. She told them some twisted version of the story, and they went after you. But back to the story. Nat stopped me and apologized herself. She said she didn't intend for any of that to happen. She just has some very loyal and passionate friends. Oh, that's what you call it, huh? Loyal and passionate. She also said sorry for how she behaved at the party and gave me some very helpful context. Nat had just recently started dating again, and she's not been having much luck. Yeah, she's a single mother. It's gonna be tough for her, personally. I wouldn't either, especially since the guy's a good guy. It sounds like she did something, or she's the one who initiated it. She expected as much, but she didn't expect people to be so uncaring about it. Yeah, it's the world we live in. People are gonna be like that. You know what I mean? You can't care about everyone. You can feel empathetical for people, what they're going through, but you know what I mean? You're gonna care about somebody more who's closer to you. The last guy she met was quite cruel about her being used goods, and harshly rejected her, specifically for being a single mom. Yeah, makes sense to me. So that was fresh in her mind. Nat said that she saw me and was attracted to me, not just physically, but I was less socially awkward and could hold somewhat of a decent conversation now. So she was attracted to my growth. No, she wasn't. She was attracted to your money and your body, and she thinks you can, you'd come in and be the little simp father. I'm just saying. She said she remembered that I was smart and caring, but I was very socially awkward when I had first asked her out. Nat was adamant that she did not mean to let bullcrap. She was genuinely just surprised because she never suspected that I thought of her that way to begin. My arse. She's lying to begin with. I do believe her on this front. Oh, you gullible fool. It turned out she was trying to flirt with me at the party, and when I rejected her, yeah, because the negative emotion she had from the last rejection just took over and she reacted poorly. She said that she complained to her friends and they took it upon themselves to try to grease the wheels. Okay, that's how you grease the wheels. I'm sorry, OP, but you were too gullible. It sounds like you're gonna get with her for. Ugh. All right. Let me continue. To Nat's credit, the messages have stopped since yesterday, after I first reached out to her and explained why I wanted to meet. In retrospect, I think I might have overreacted too. I believe this because looking at some of the messages from her friends more objectively, it looks like they were just advocating for us to be together, rather than attacking me for saying no, if that makes sense. But all that attention felt like it demands to me, and I may have panicked a bit. So that's basically it, everyone. I apologized, she apologized, and it's all a lot more mundane than I think some people have expected. No, we are still not dating. Okay, good. Whew, happy ending. And we're both okay with that. Though we did agree that, if the opportunity presents itself down the line and the timing is right, one or both of us may try gently approaching the idea again. I don't know if I expect that to happen, but it's not entirely a bad thought. It's a horrible thought. It's a terrible thought. Don't do that. Just not a thought I would entertain for at least a few years from now. It should never be entertained. I like my life the way it is, for now. Look, OP, I can't save people who don't want to be saved. And it sounds like you want to run into that giant bear trap. Okay, so my thought is the friend stopped bugging you when you told her that, because she's getting her way, she gets her little date, and, she doesn't want to scare off her prey. And that whole crap about, oh, it might happen in the future. No, she's keeping you on the back burner, OP. You are doing well for yourself. You deserve better. You deserve your own children. You deserve your own family and your own life. Do not do this, OP. This is such an obvious trap you're walking into. Don't do it. I mean, if you're gonna do it, fine, but, it's gonna suck down the line when she, gets the child from you and then wants to divorce you and gets her money, because that's what's gonna happen, because it sounds like the guy she was with was a good guy. He's over there, taking care of his kid and all that, so OP, she has to have been the one to initiate it. I'm just saying. I've said my piece throughout the whole story. This is a terrible idea if you, get with her. OP, don't do that to yourself. And our next one comes from Gladspring 7045. I found out after my wedding that my relatives were hating on me the entire time. Am I wrong to cut them off? So, I recently found out that my close cousins, who are overtly pretending to be very happy for me, and my sister-in-law, who was avoiding me the entire time, were spending their time at my wedding gossiping about me. They said really hateful things, putting me down. Not only me, but my husband's family. This has been happening a long time, apparently. Although I did sense a little bit of gossiping, I didn't know they disliked me this much. My friends say it's a case of jealousy since there's no strong reason, but I can't but help feel sadness and self-doubt. These said relatives have found a way since my childhood to put me down. Even said sister-in-law used to make jibes that I took lightheartedly. I am thinking of cutting them all off, including the sister-in-law, which my brother and parents are completely against. They want me to mend things with her since it's hurting my brother. Sister-in-law, when confronted, told them that she was hurt by me in the past, and was just venting it out. She doesn't specifically mention what hurt her, even after asking her multiple times. She just starts crying, after which everyone feels bad for her, and asks me to apologize first. Oh my god, these gullible idiots are falling for such an easy manipulation tactic. Alright. I feel like in all of this, no one is thinking of how I feel at all. I feel so humiliated since everything from my career to my un-Minecrafting attempts were a matter of gossip, the latter being the secret she revealed to others. I feel like I was being laughed at all along, that I was enjoying my special day. It just sucks, and now I'm feeling like I'm overreacting. Am I actually not a good person like I thought? And will cutting them off be too much for too little? Hi, OP. First things first, do not apologize, especially if she can't even come up with a decent lie to what, she's saying you did. OP, like I said, that was an obvious manipulation tactic. No matter what you do, she's going to hate you and she's going to constantly try to turn people against you. She seems just like one of those evil, ghoulish, cretinous creatures. Just the way it is. Some people are just evil. And the same thing with the rest of them. OP, cut them off. It sounds like they're making your life a hell. Even on your special day, they were talking crap about you. Again, OP, cut them off. Cut them off. It's good. It'll be better for your mental stability and all of that. Cut them off. That's all I have to say. This is an easy one for me. Cut them off. And our next one comes from HealthyBat7914. Am I wrong for asking my girlfriend to sign a prenup? I, a 26-year-old male, want to preface this by saying that I am most certainly not wealthy, but I do own a house and 4 fairly valuable vehicles. I make around $150K a year, and my girlfriend, a 26-year-old female, has been holding things down in the house and does her part as far as the home life is concerned. Here is my concern. She has expensive tastes, but almost no motivation to improve her financial status, as she works part-time in a grocery store, and I'm fine with that. But it does raise some concerns to me. She has been pursuing me about marriage for about a year, and I'm fine with that, but she doesn't seem to be able to see things from my angle. I owned this home before she came around 4 years ago, and all my vehicles I've acquired are in my name. I'd prefer to secure my own personal assets. Should I ask her to sign a prenup? I haven't discussed it with her yet, but I feel like it won't go over well. Do I have any other options? Honestly, this could be a deal breaker if she refuses to sign the agreement. Edit. She's not like a total leech who contributes nothing. She contributes a lot to our household, and she's an amazing woman. It's not her character that makes me have these thoughts. It's other men's past experiences. Hi, OP. And yeah, I'd be in the same boat as you about others, experiences. You hear stories about it all the time of people getting screwed over by getting married. Um, if I was thinking, if the tables were turned and I met a woman, we get along, she makes a ton of money, and she wants to marry me, which I don't think is ever gonna happen. But if that ever happened, I wouldn't be opposed to signing a prenup. If I'm with someone, I'm with them. The only way I'd ever, get a divorce is if she was trying to, stab me or something like that. Because my example of a relationship comes from my parents, and they've been married for, God, I don't know how many years, but if you came up to me and said, hey, your father is cheating or your mother's cheating, I would call you a liar. Because there's just no way in hell that would happen. It'd need to freeze over multiple times, and it still wouldn't happen. So if I'm looking at it from her perspective, and it was me in those shoes, I wouldn't be offended. I would get it. And prenups aren't I get everything and you get nothing. Now, your prenup would lock down your house, lock down your cars, and that's fair because you had those before the relationship, before the marriage. I think things would kick in when you guys start making money together. I think after you get married, something like that. But in the prenup, it'd be like if she cheated on you, she'd get nothing. And I'd be fine like that if it was me. Like if I cheated, which I'm never gonna cheat, but I'm saying like, yeah, if I was in her shoes and someone came to, and the person I was with like, can you sign this prenup? And it was a fair prenup, you know what I mean? It doesn't completely screw me, but basically, if I cheat, I lose, or if they divorce me, I get something. You know what I mean? Something like that. A fair thing like that, I wouldn't be opposed to it. So if you do that to her and she, makes a whole big deal out of it, yeah. And if I were in your shoes and she did that, it'd be a deal breaker for me. So OP, do the prenup. Protect yourself. If she wants you, if she really loves you and she wants to be with you, the prenup won't mean a damn thing to her. So OP, you wouldn't be in the wrong. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end of this video. Can you please do what I said in the beginning and like, comment, and subscribe? It will really help the channel out, and it'll get you more videos like this every day. Velvet out.